Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I am so excited to be starting off the month of July here with all of you. I actually had to double check my calendar because I can't believe that it's July already. If you have any intentions for this month, I would love to hear them in the comments section. Setting an intention, especially typing it out or writing it out, can be so powerful for energetically architecting and shaping forward the month. So I would love to hear what you're creating, doing, or intending for this month, even if it's just a kind of energy that you want to embody. So I am going to shuffle, but right as I was saying that, I heard ride the waves rather than trying to control them. And I also heard the word appreciation. So maybe for some of you, part of what will be so powerful in the month of July is really practicing the art of riding the energetic waves of your life, maybe even your own emotional waves, because I'm picking up that for some of you, you've been feeling a lot of waves of emotion. I just saw the number 111, which I've been seeing a lot lately. For some of you, you may be feeling as though lately you've had a lot of emotional highs and lows. And I'm hearing it's all part of some kind of overarching process. I'm even hearing like a process of creation. Maybe you are bringing something to life, bringing something into creation in your life. This also could just be creation in the general sense, the overall life that you're creating, this beautiful life you're creating. Those emotional highs and lows are both essential to the process of what you are transmuting and how you are using those raw materials that you're transmuting into then creating like this life. It's very interesting, the wording that came out there, and I can't fully grasp a hold of what it means yet. Hopefully it unfolds itself in the reading, but I almost feel as though some of you are like working with raw materials here. I mean, maybe that's literal for some of you if you are into crafting or making something artistic and working with actual raw materials. But for others of you, I feel like these raw materials are like the hardship of your past or your pain or your shadow or what you've been through in life is this raw material from which you are creating something really beautiful or bringing something beautiful to life. And so this naturally comes with emotional highs and lows, but as we're channeling here, this is all part of this process. Now, I'm feeling guided to actually pull up the love word scramble. You guys know I like to use this to channel specific words, phrases, names, and details that connect with some of you in specific ways. But as I start off this reading, I always like to say, use your intuition above all else. That is truly your guide. So only take what connects with you intuitively and leave the rest here. Now, right away, I have the word lion, the name Dan, successful, the state of Virginia, wolf, scientific, storm, truth, Rome, teach, date. Anyway, some of those words may connect with someone in a unique way. Okay, I heard Rome wasn't built in a day, that kind of phrasing. So what can I channel for all the beautiful souls listening? I got the name Katrina, also Catherine, the Hanged Man. Yeah, someone tuned in here. You may feel as though you're in some kind of a limbo state where I'm hearing the old world has passed away, but what you are creating, what you are manifesting hasn't fully come into form yet, whether this is in finance, business, when it comes to something physical, your love life, whatever this is for you. And I'm hearing it requires a new perspective, new ways of doing things, this new energetic system you're operating in, and the new world you're creating seems to require some kind of new perspective. And I'm hearing you gain that new perspective by going within, not by seeking externally. So for some of you, you may have felt, a card is falling out there. The sun. You may have felt really guided to go within or to kind of distance yourself from certain people, things, situations, or energies. And I'm hearing energies or people that are like looping. maybe there are certain people or groups or environments in your life where it almost feels like they're playing out these negative loops on autopilot, like limiting belief systems, or just like regurgitating the same kind of lower vibrational energy. And you had to distance yourself from that in order to tap inward and to gain that new, higher perspective. I'm hearing being alone is a form of energy clearing. Interesting. I'm hearing for some of you, the best form of energy clearing is just being alone with your own energy, because you are like this natural energetic filtration system. So whether you're watching Netflix or listening to music or meditating or exercising, walking, doing yoga, or just sitting with yourself, reading, I feel like somehow just being in your own energy is actually a form of energy clearing. It's interesting that that came through here. I'm also sensing this period of lightness after a period of heaviness or stagnancy. So for some of you, if you've been in a really heavy state or a heavy energy, I strongly get the feeling as though things are or soon will be lightening up for you with that Sun card. I'm hearing happiness will be returning. So if you've been feeling really heavy, really dark, in this kind of negative state, I feel like what you really need is to just simply be and to allow yourself to recalibrate, because again, being in your own energy is a form of energy clearing in itself. I heard gemstones. Interesting. Maybe you're using crystals or gems or stones of some kind in your practice or in your home or something of that nature. Yeah, I really feel as though with the Devil card reversed, like, part of this heaviness you were feeling, yes, part of it is part of that transmutation process, this part of your journey where you're working with raw aspects of yourself, heavier parts of your being or your past or your life to create gold, to create something beautiful. But I also feel as though another aspect of this is there may be certain negative people or influences or environments that were I keep again getting that looping sensation, like they were cycling through something on autopilot, and being around them or engaging with them was somehow affecting you. And so you had to retreat back into your own energy to kind of clear yourself, to find that new higher perspective. And I'm hearing this is all because you are on the leading edge of something. Many people around you, in fact, nearly everyone, is not yet in this kind of more fifth dimensional space, this so-called new world sort of way of being and operating that you are in. And so while it's beautiful that you being around people and spaces that are still part of this so-called old world is exposing them to a higher energy and positively influencing them. And you are going to see more and more effects of your positive influence on those people and spaces. At the same time, it is required for you to retreat back at times, to pull back your energy, because it's almost like you tend to pick up some of that heaviness projected from other people. If that makes sense, with the 10 of Wands in the reverse position, you can almost reach this point where you feel as though you're carrying too much that isn't yours, that's actually projections of other people. But the fix for this seems to be really simple, because again, it seems to be just simply allowing yourself to be in your own energy again, to just relax into that hermit kind of state, to remind yourself that you are the high priestess of your life. You are the intuitive one. You are the powerful one. All of your insight and guidance comes from within yourself. I'm hearing don't forget your power. So maybe some of these external people and influences were almost kind of playing on this loop of like negativity or disempowerment that was temporarily causing you to disconnect from the knowing of how powerful or how loved or how protected or how guided you really are. So I hope that this reading can play some kind of role in reminding you of that inner power. Even though I feel like you already know it, I feel like for many of you, you're actually on the other side of this, but this might be kind of an explainer for why you were feeling a bit heavier for a period of time. Hopefully you are already in that lighter state represented by the Sun card, feeling lighter, feeling better, happier. If not, know that that will be coming soon, especially as you prioritize simply allowing yourself to relax and be in your own energy. I also get this sense of you overcoming something through persistence. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe this is a pattern within yourself, something from your past. I feel like for some of you, you're also just being reminded of your resilience. You're being reminded of how much you've overcome with your persistence already, how you, no matter what has happened, no matter where you've been, no matter what you've gone through, you've always been able to handle it. You've always come out the other side of it. You've always stood back up again and continued to take that next step forward. And I'm hearing, don't forget your own strength, and don't let anyone cause you to forget your own strength. I'm hearing strong and soft. So that might define you and your energy, especially if you resonate with being more so a divine feminine, which I know will be many of you listening in here. If that doesn't connect, that's completely fine. These labels, feminine and masculine, are used to describe energy dynamics. They aren't necessarily tied to a particular gender. But with the Queen of Pentacles here, I feel like I'm hearing your strength allows you to be soft. There is such a radiant, healing, nurturing kind of energy around you right now. And I feel like something about having retreated back into your own space, your own energy, kind of just like giving yourself that time or space has actually allowed you to soften back into that glow and into that radiance. I hope that makes sense. But also with the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like you're being reminded of the abundant energy that you are exuding and how that has put you on a pathway where you are going to continue to experience limitless success and abundance in your life. I'm hearing release any fears connected to the abundance, the success, the wealth, the happiness, the love that's unfolding for you. I'm actually getting that in this next phase of your life, one of your greatest tasks, we'll say, will be to master the art of receiving, to master the art of being open and receptive to all of the good things coming into your life without questioning your worthiness of what's coming in, without questioning whether you can sustain it, or without feeling fear of, well, it's so good right now, but what if the other shoe drops and things don't work out? I feel like so many things already are or soon will be happening for you. And I'm seeing in all areas of your life, love, money, business, friendships, relationships, whatever is important to you. And I'm hearing that when all these good things come flooding in, for some of you, you're already experiencing this. It's so important for you not to get caught up in a kind of imposter syndrome where you start to question whether you can trust it or fully lean into it, because you can. Because what is showing up, all of these amazing things that are going to be happening for you, the opportunities, the money, the success, however you define abundance and happiness for yourself, these things are coming in response to a vibrational shift within you. And you can trust, I'm hearing you can trust good things. Now, for some of you, I'm feeling this specifically with love. I feel like, and I'm getting a wave of chills as I said this, I didn't expect this to be a love reading, but I feel that for some of you, you have a love relationship that's either recently come into your life or will be coming into your life. And this relationship is going to feel so soft, so pure, so divine, so good feeling on so many levels that your first instinct is going to be to question it. Can I trust this? Is this even real? Can I lean into this? Even though your heart and your soul is going to want to lean into this person and into this love. And I'm just getting this strong message of allowing yourself to trust the love that comes into your life. I mean, for some of you, maybe it's not romantic. Maybe this is friendships or your community, other types of love that you are manifesting in your life, because of course, love can take many forms. But I feel that you are going to be surrounded and receiving so much beautiful love. And maybe it's romantic, maybe it's otherwise for you. But in either case, I feel it's really important for you to recognize how worthy you are of the love flowing into your life, and to recognize that you can trust what you are receiving here, that you can be open to what you're receiving here, that you deserve to be loved in this way, to be supported in this way. Yeah, you are showing up here as the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. I'm hearing you fully reclaimed your throne, your place of power here. I feel like this just beautiful message. And of course, we get the Nine of Cups because this is all about wish fulfillment, but this beautiful message coming through about how you've finally fully remembered who you are and reclaimed your throne. You've reclaimed your place of power. And now the entire universe, your whole world is going to start responding to you differently because you've reclaimed your place of power. So, wow, so many beautiful cards coming out here. If this is your reading, then congratulations, because I feel like you've made it on the other side of some very heavy, dense situations and phases in your life. And you are now fully reclaiming this throne of power that has always been yours. And I'm seeing so many beautiful things coming in for you on this timeline that you've already connected with if this reading is for you. So I'm going to reshuffle here and channel a few more messages. But first, I want to say that if you would like to manifest contact, more interaction from a specific person in your life, I've recently created a subliminal meditation that has been so powerful and effective for so many people who have been using it. I would say I've received more positive feedback on this subliminal than any that I've created in the last 5 years that I've been creating and sharing my subliminals. So I know this one has been so powerful for so many people. I've gotten comments from people saying they listened to this and their twin flame, the person they wanted to hear from, reached out to them within 48 hours. I got a comment the other day from someone who said that they listened overnight just for 3 hours. And the next day, the person they desired contact with reached out to them when they'd actually had them blocked for 2 years. So this can be a really powerful way to shift your vibration through the portal of your own subconscious mind, and that will be felt and responded to by everyone else in your reality, even people from your past that you may be wanting to hear from that you've not heard from in a while. So you can try it out completely free, see how it works for you. I have a 7-day free trial account on my app, so you can test it out. And the link to get my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, and use this Break No Contact Subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so I want to know, and I just saw the number 1717, and because I actually saw this number the other day as well, I am actually going to be looking it up because I feel like there may be a message in that number for us. I'm also going to take a quick sip of my seltzer water here. Okay, so 1717 can be about new beginnings rooted in wisdom. The number 1 appears twice, emphasizing leadership, individuality, and fresh starts. It urges you to trust your intuition and take bold steps toward your desires. I feel like that in itself could be a message for someone. The number 7 represents inner strength and awakening, deep introspection, spiritual growth, and divine support. And right as I said that, I heard believe and know that you are supported. Again, this gets back to trusting all of the goodness that is going to be flowing so magnificently into your life. You are spiritually aligned and receiving guidance from the universe. Now, there is an amplified energy in the mirroring because, of course, it's a repeating number, 1717, and this can actually suggest a mirror energy. So you may be reflecting or magnetizing someone else's thoughts or emotions, especially in soulmate or twin flame dynamics. And that is really interesting because we were just talking about how it seems as though there is this love that either recently has come into your life or soon will be that is almost going to feel too good to be true because it's going to feel so safe, so warm, supportive, and aligned with your soul. And I'm hearing allow yourself to move forward with it with confidence, to lean into it. Of course, listening to your intuition and all of those things. But I'm hearing let this person lead as well. They may want to lead this connection forward, and I'm hearing to relax and let them take the lead here. Interesting. What else can I channel about this? You know what? I feel as though there's some kind of energy that you're leaving behind here. For some of you, this may be a person, but this also could be a kind of dynamic within you from your past. For many of you, though, I am seeing a person, even if it's like a friend, a platonic situation, a workplace situation, a family member, but I feel like there's an energy that replayed itself over and over again that was inhibiting your healing. And I'm hearing you outgrew it. You expanded beyond it. You expanded to the point where you could no longer connect with that energy or with that person in the same way. And you chose to accept the lesson and to move forward. In fact, I'm hearing just simply choosing to move forward and to keep growing in a positive way in your own life naturally has created a distance with this person or energy. And that has been the healing here. The healing has come through giving yourself permission to grow, to become a more expanded version of yourself. And naturally, this person, energy, or situation from your past hasn't been able to match that or to keep up with that fully. And I almost feel like you've been surrendered. You've been allowing that to be okay. You've been allowing yourself to outgrow people, things, situations, energies that can't connect with you on this level. With the Hierophant reversed and the Ten of Swords, I feel like there's some kind of finality about you fully accepting the unconventionality of yourself or your life, regardless of how that triggers people. Maybe there was someone who didn't like that you were living your life unconventionally, or they wanted you to choose a more seemingly secure path or conventional path. This could have just been an energy. And I feel like you fully put that to rest. You fully have leaned into the knowing within yourself that you are not willing to compromise on your own unique soul's path that looks very unconventional to others around you. Can I get any other information here? Yeah, I get the sense of you moving, but another energy standing still or staying the same. Maybe this is like people from your past or like your past life. It's like this strange dynamic where you are beginning to grow at this exponential rate and someone else or something else is standing still. And you're allowing that to be okay. You're allowing yourself to completely outgrow certain people and situations that are choosing to loop where they are. Choosing to loop those same negative patterns or behaviors or cycles. You're no longer taking responsibility for that. You're choosing to grow out of that. And that is your healing. That's what I'm getting so strongly here. And it's so beautiful. And I'm so proud of you, in case you may have needed to hear that today, because I know that many who are on this path often don't hear those words. And so hopefully if you needed that, you received it. And just in a general sense, I hope you received some message here that was powerful or important for you today. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, and you can follow my channeled music on Spotify under my artist name, Songs by Infinity. And my latest channeled song is in the description box. It's called The Light in Your Room, and you may find a channeled message from your person or person in your past through my music as well. If you do want to check out my Break No Contact Subliminal to potentially manifest contact or interaction with someone from your past or in your life, then the link to download my Subliminals app and start your 7-day free trial account is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.